Exactly 5 weeks post-op. Now today I ended up having to go into work for a bit because there was a wee mini crisis happening that needed to be averted. Plus they are a bit under the pump and needed some extra admin assistance. Now, I actually, for the first time, think that I probably could return to work doing admin a couple of hours in the morning, maybe. And all being well, if that physio lets me drive next week, I think that is what I'll do. I'm also hoping to ask on Friday when I go for hydrotherapy for some clearance to be able to swim, because that, if I stick a float between my knees, I consider to be the safest form of cardio exercise post knee op. Exercises are still going well. I am, I wouldn't say comfortably, but I am consistently getting to 90 degrees flexion on both my hamstring and heel slider exercises. I still don't think I walk as smoothly on no crutches as I do on one crutch, but I can short distances when I concentrate, and I'm hoping that that will improve over the coming weeks. As you can see by my rosy cheeks, it's been a really warm day here in Southland, and that means I would usually be for a bike ride or climbing up a hill or something. I can't do either of those things, and I'm not even going to try because I know that I'm nowhere near 110 degrees flexion, which is what I measured it had to be able to get around my legs around a bike. So that will have to wait. What I also discovered is that I don't need a mountain of pillows stacked in the bed to prop my leg up at night. In fact, I only need one to none, actually. And for the first time, I'm actually able to lie on my side, on one side or the other side, for a while. Now, what I'm actually finding now is that the sideways twist, you know, if you were sitting in a car and your knees were doing this, sort of like this as you travel in a car. Well, that still really hurts either side of my knee. Now, I asked the lovely little old physio what she made of that on Monday, and she said that is because all of the ligaments that hold my knee steady have been stretched and beyond stretched whilst they did the operation, so they are a little bit loose and it's a little bit unstable, and the clickety-clack I feel side to side is the implant banging against itself, which is what it actually feels like, because it does not feel like it belongs to me. But that's a bad thing, apparently. So what I've got to do is brace my leg against the other knee, or one foot on the other, or something like that, when I am driving, so that well, no, not when I'm driving, when I'm passengering in a car, to make sure that that does not happen. So yes, so lying on my side, that's what hurts the most, and I guess it's because those ligaments haven't yet returned to normal yet. But other than that, I actually have very minimal pain, to be quite honest, which is really quite cool considering the amount of years I've had pain before this. So that's the end of today. My plan is I'm hoping to be allowed to swim next week and to be allowed to drive next week, so that I could go back to work for a couple of hours and help them out. That would be really cool. That would make it 6 weeks post-op, which is exactly the period of time that they reckon it takes. And the other exciting thing at the end of this week, these flipping compression socks can come off, which I'm very glad about, because this hot weather and compression socks making my feet all sweaty. So yes, that's the summary of today. Now, I have been asked what it was that I did pre-op in order to prehab, which is the rehab before your operation to minimise the problems you had later. Now, what I'm going to do is put something together. If there's something specific you would like to see in that, do let me know, and I might have to borrow some bodies for some of the exercises that I used to do, because I can't do them just yet. And once I've constructed all that, then I will put that up. If you've got any questions, of course, about knee replacement, about the knee replacement rehab, before, during, after, anything at all remotely knee replacement related, ask away and I will do my best to answer them. Have a great evening.